Shit 90 shows taught me.
Shit 90 Shows Taught Me was not filmed before a live studio audience.
Are you ready to slay another day? So are we. Welcome back to Shit 90 Shows Taught Me. I'm Jess Sterling here with my co-host, Sarah Humphrey. Sarah, how are you?
Jess, this might be worse than the Red Wedding. I don't know. I still haven't seen the Red Wedding, but it's not good. It's not good. We're on like Mayday mode. Like this is so bad. This wedding really is from hell. Hell's bells. Wedding bells are ringing.
Not anymore.
No, it abruptly stopped. Trivia in the middle of the wedding, I think. Is that what Buffy was doing?
Oh, charades, I think.
Charades. Ugh, I hate charades. This is a disaster. I hate charades. Why do people make me play charades? It is torturous to me.
Do you hate it because you're bad at it, or you just hate it?
I'm a shy girl, Jess. I know everyone's like, oh, you're an extrovert. I'm a shy girl. I don't want to get up in front of family and the family that I married into is a charades family, or
that fits.
A fishbowl family, which is basically charades but more complicated, and you have to do more things.
What is I don't know. What is fishbowl? What is that?
Okay, so it's the same thing. Like you put in all the shit for the charades, but then there's like 5 different rounds. There's like a round where you like make like a one word, like you say one word and like people have to guess what it is. There's another where
then you can add in a gesture and then I have a game. I actually have a game that's very similar. I think it's called like Time's Up or something. It's very similar to this though. Yeah,
it's like charades on crack. And I can't believe I happened to, because I married into a very like game focused competitive family. The entire family, it's not just like my mother, father, and brother-in-law. It's like the entire extended family. It's just all games. And I'm just like, I don't want to play game. They're playing cards. They're like doing charades. They're like constantly like when it's like game days. And it's just like, thank God one or two of like the cousins that are like kind of closer, they're girls, they're like closer to my age, they also are like, no babe. But when one of them, because I had an alliance with my sister-in-law, and she was like, I'm not gonna play, I don't play, like the card game that they play a lot is called euchre, and she's like, I don't play euchre. And I'm like, thank God, like me and you can just go in the corner, it's fine. This bitch started playing euchre. I was like, I thought we had an alliance. And it's the worst when like one of the cousins does the same, where it's just like, wait a minute, I thought we were on the same page. Then I get dragged into it. Then everyone's like, you're a party pooper. But you said charades and I got triggered.
I know we've very quickly gotten off track here, but that's okay. We're talking about Hellspells, season 6, episode 16. And let me just say, for everyone who's been waiting weeks and weeks and weeks for me to get to this point, fuck Xander. Fuck this fucking guy, because I'm pissed. The rage in my heart when I watched this episode, Sarah.
Okay, so do you remember where he was in your rankings? Like just like
I can find it because I definitely saved it for us. Let me poke.
I think he was my number 3. I don't think that he got as high as that for you.
He didn't. He was 5, but he was above Giles, Anya, and Willow. Like that's where he ended up landing. Which no, honey, not anymore.
When I watched this, I was like, you will never forgive him for this. And like, I knew the rage was a coming. Like I watched this and I'm like, he's never going to be able to recover from this mess. And I kind of feel bad because Nicholas Brandon just passed away, and I know that he is a troubled soul, and he had a lot of demons that did not look like David Boreanaz within him. So I kind of feel bad shitting on this man who just passed away. So rest in peace. Sorry to his twin and like all the family members. We haven't talked about it. I don't know if like you and I have like that, like when James Vanderbeek died, it was like, like a gut punch to the, like, you know, like I don't think we had that, like, even though, I mean, that nostalgia towards.
It's different. I think it hits differently. Number one, because Dawson's Creek, I feel like just very much holds like a very, very special place in our hearts. But also like we're not even done with Buffy yet. I know that Nicholas Brendan is like a little bit controversial and has had some issues. I don't know the extent of all the issues, to be honest. I've never really Googled. I honestly try not to Google anything Buffy related because I never want spoilers. I don't want it in my algorithm. So I don't know everything.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but it was, from what I've observed, it was domestic violence, but also he suffered with like a lot of substance issues. So
okay, here's the thing. Regardless of all of that, I'm sure his family and friends are still devastated and really going through it. And so like I feel bad for them. Like a loss is a loss, especially it feels like we've been getting hit with a lot of losses and a lot of young losses, which hit especially hard, especially considering Michelle Trachtenberg and losing her last year. Like it's a lot. However, like
that's not Xander.
That's not Xander. That's not the character of Xander.
Yeah.
Xander, in my opinion, does something that is pretty fucking unforgivable this episode. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the wedding. We'll talk about all of that. Where do you want to start off? Because we have a couple different storylines. We have like the Spuffy at the wedding situation. We have all of these like wedding guests.
Overall, I thought it was like a really fun episode up until like the unfun bits happened. So like I feel like the nuances of all of the wedding guests were a lot of fun, and seeing the different sides between Xander's side and Anya's, and how they didn't get on very well. Obviously, like all the comedic stuff came from Anya's side, where I mean, so they like called them circus folk, and that's how they got away with like all these like tentacly, pimply, like
Clem was there.
Clem with his little ears, his little donkey ears was there. And I felt like that was really funny, where I mean, like, I was surprised that all these demons like kind of were just like, yeah, we'll do this, like no problem, we'll pretend like we're like circus folk. I was surprised that they were agreeable to that, but to meet the different cast of characters, like I don't, I think like one of them's name was like Kevin, or pretended to be.
It was like Krelvin or something.
Yeah,
it was like very close to Kevin.
Yeah, I thought like he was really funny, and like the little crush that Xander's aunt had on him because he was like a good guy. I thought that was pretty entertaining. I like the tentacly guy had like a lot of play throughout the episode. I wish I knew who these people were to relation to Anya, besides the fact that I guess she's like general friends. Like none of them seem to be actual family, which is probably because like as Anya was a human initially from thousands and thousands of years ago. Her actual family is long dead because she turned into a demon and then lived as a demon for like 1,000 years. So I guess there wouldn't be family, and then all these people are more so found family. I guess like that's what it was.
I think so. That was kind of what I understood of it, with like a lot of randos seemingly, and then we also get Halfrick and Dahofrin, who is like the vengeance demon leader dude.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so have we met? The name sounds so familiar. Like, did
we met him because he offered Willow to be a vengeance demon?
Same actor, or like same like facial? I couldn't remember.
See, I don't remember, but I felt like the name Dahofrin was the same.
Right. Okay. He said that he was the demon of like, or like the god of marriage. So he was bullshitting, I guess.
I think so.
Okay. All right. I like took him.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah,
but
I took his face value for a little bit, but also I'm kind of like an idiot, and I guess I would believe them. Like, yeah, you're like the god of marriage. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I really, really liked just kind of like how world building Halloween Town this all seemed. And then on the flip side of things, Xander's family was a fucking disaster, which is like not a surprise at all. I don't think we've ever really seen his dad and
We've
his
heard the voices of his parents, I think, because they've like yelled down the stairs or something, but we've never seen them. We've heard of them. We know they're not great. We know that he doesn't have a great relationship with them. I feel like we even heard tale of his father's drinking.
yeah.
But now we got to see it full blown and it was really awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like of course there's a part of me that is like, yeah, Xander was raised by fucking assholes. Like he's gonna have trauma. He's gonna struggle. Especially weddings are stressful. Then you involve your family. And it's like they should have just eloped. But this was really hard. Like his dad was such a fucking dick the entire time. And it felt very like tropey almost, where it's like you have the asshole alcoholic father matched with the wife who's like too forgiving and tries to like excuse all his shenanigans.
But also is like very much guilt Xander a lot of the time.
Am I even gonna be in the pictures?
Like, are you even gonna involve me? Like, probably not. Just
so annoying.
just
Yeah.
all that stuff. And then like his father was gross too, because he kept like hitting on all these young women, like right in front of everybody. It was really disturbing throughout it. And I feel like it painted a really good picture of what Xander has had to deal with for the last 22 years, and how important it was for him to leave the house and be on his own. And it kind of like bums me, the whole thing really bums me out. And like I'm definitely going to come from like a place of like I'm not I'm not I'm not mad at Xander. Like I'm mad at his timing, but once we get into it, like I feel very bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he saw a mirror into his future, or like saw like his dad in himself. And I feel really awful about all that. But we'll get into the specifics in a bit. Uh, but like I mean, some of Xander's family was tolerable. Like I said, like that aunt wasn't so bad.
It's really about it. Like I can't think of anyone else who was like
Yeah.
notable that was decent besides the obvious like Scoobies and the people we already know.
Yeah. And
The
they were,
demons I thought were pretty fun. Like
were.
they all had like personality, different quirks. Like Clem is there. I love Clem. Halfrick and DeHoffrin are there. Like and Spike is there. He brings a date, which we'll get into. Yeah, I thought it was really fun. I did enjoy the preparation, and we got to see these fucking hideous bridesmaids dresses. Like
Oh,
they were they may have been the worst bridesmaids dress. No, I still think actually that Rachel's like pink poofy little Bo Peep outfit is worse. But this is up there.
Yeah, I love to talk about bridesmaid dresses, and I love to see how like tropey it could be. I mean, my favorite example is 27 Dresses, where at the end you see all 27 dresses lined up.
Yes.
Because when Katherine Heigl finally got married, she had all of her bridesmaids like wear the dresses that she had to wear. And that's like one of my favorite scenes, because just like to see it all lined out. I think that like if I mean like
It's
like,
revenge.
yeah, pretty much. Just like how like tropey and bad. I've been a bridesmaid a good amount of times. Thinking back, not as many as I initially thought. I think like a lot of my friends did get married into their 30s, and by that time we had given up on bridesmaids. We're just like, we're over it. We don't want to do it. Like we'll still like go out and do a thing, but I'm not going to make you wear an ugly dress. I'm not going to make you get your makeup and hair done. But it was a huge thing if for my friends that got married in their 20s. It was more important then, because I don't know, and I guess people had more time and less resources but more disposable income. So um I think I like showed you a few of the ones that I had to wear, and there was a few that like were pretty ugly, especially like the colors that were chosen weren't I mean, didn't flatter me. Like, it certainly didn't
Wouldn't flatter most, I would argue.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
as though, I mean, I always said if I had like a bridesmaids, I would just wear like their favorite long black dress
Mhm.
because I feel like, I mean, you can't, number one, it's so elegant. And then number
Black and
two,
white is very elegant. Yeah.
yeah, it's so elegant. And number two, like everybody's like, oh, but you can wear it again. Like you hear that so much. It's such a lie. It's so stupid. But like you really could. Like you could wear like a long black dress
Well, especially
to
if you didn't have stipulations on like the cut has to be
no,
this and the hemline has to be that. You know.
no.
Yeah.
I always said like a long black dress, make sure you're comfortable, have it be something that you love, you know?
Yeah.
Like that was always my thinking. And black, like yeah, there's different shades of black, but black is black.
Yeah.
Did you I know you didn't have bridesmaids because obviously you got married in like the prime of COVID. I don't know if you would have had bridesmaids if
I had a maid of honor. I had one maid of honor. That was all we had. We each had one person. And I basically said I would like it to be this color or this color, whatever you want. Like I didn't care about neckline length, anything. I let my person pick whatever she wanted. And then that worked out. It's very
was
simple.
when you were younger, like in your early 20s, like did you ever have that like vision of what you would
Yeah, I definitely like I don't know that I thought of colors and stuff as much. But I definitely had the more traditional opinions of like, oh, and the bridesmaids will wear this, like but as you get I think you're spot on with the like as you get older, it's just like I want people to wear what they feel like they look good in. Like I don't want
yeah,
them to have to be forced to wear something that I want them to wear. And like especially I don't want to put them in something that they don't like or isn't flattering, which is what I think happens here. Like this fucking lime green, like I don't know that this maybe like yellow is a worse color because yellow just doesn't flatter most skin tones. But like this lime green is so ugly. I hate the sleeves on it. I hate the bottom of it. It looks so bad.
it
Like it's
looks really bad.
so
And
bad.
the thing is that like these are all like really gorgeous women. Even Helfred
Mhm.
in her own in her own way is a
Yeah.
gorgeous woman. And if it looks bad on them, like there's no hope for the rest of us, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you're not worried about like, oh, like, you know, like I'm trying to fit my huge boobs into like a dress that like, you know, another bridesmaid is like flat chested and is better suited for her, you know, it's something like that, like or hippie or whatever. Like these are just like very like slim, gorgeous women, and they look terrible in it. So it's a dress situation. I think that Willow's right. Like they might have just been better off in the burlap and like the
Blood larva.
and the love of the larva.
I think so. And the funny part is that Anya looks like beautiful. Like I don't love the dress, I'll admit, but I think she looks gorgeous. And I think like I almost wish she had done because I love the curly hair, but I almost wish it was all down, not like half pulled back. Or if it was pulled back, I wish it wasn't so pulled back, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Um, but I think she does look gorgeous. I think her dress is like I don't like the very bottom. I don't like the ruffles, and I'm not a huge fan of like the flower detailing, but I love the like fit. I think it's beautiful on her, you know?
Yeah, so like it's a sleeveless dress and it kind of is it's kind of like a faux mermaid dress because
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
like very form fitting and it hugs her hips and it hugs her thighs, but then all like the little tulle frilly bits kind of like splay out on the bottom. I think like the appliques are pretty. I mean, I think that it's probably beautiful for the time. Like I don't know
Right.
if this is really something that I would like I would never wear this dress, but in a billion
Yeah.
years, but
Well,
also
the other thing is, can I just say the
what
bottom of the dress is giving vagina. Like
Jessica.
it's giving Georgia O'Keeffe.
Yeah, now that you say that I do see
It's giving labia.
that. No, now that you say that I do see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. It's very George O'Keefe. You hit the nail on the head there. I know. I see like different, like a more modern version. Like if it was like a true mermaid style,
Yeah.
and it didn't have those like little labia, then I feel like it could be, if it was more like fuller tulle, I feel like it would be better, like cinching in the waist a little bit more. Like, I mean, but she looks gorgeous. We're being
Of
really
course, obviously.
yeah.
Obviously
And
she looks
I
great.
I like the hair. I think the jewelry is great. I think the makeup is great. I really like it. I mean, like truly the issue is these bridesmaids dresses, which is, I mean, like you say lime, I feel like this is like a Kelly green. It's like a true
Sure.
green.
Yeah.
And it's not unlike Anya's wedding dress, which I feel like is interesting because the dress itself is in some of the bridesmaids have like different sleeves. Like Tara has longer sleeves and Buffy has like a little cap sleeve or like a very short sleeve, but it is also, and it's a square neck. So these have sleeves. It's also form fitting throughout the bodice, but it also splays out with a mermaid type of texture, but this is more rufflies on the bottom versus on his
Yeah.
on his labial
Yeah, it doesn't look as much like a labia, but it almost is
like
giving
cha-cha vibes.
that's what I was gonna say, like a like the yeah, when you're doing a cha-cha and it has the rufflies at the bottom. It's still
Exactly.
fucking, they're so awful. And they also, the big flower brooch thing.
The flower brooch is definitely an issue. It's horribly ugly. So I feel like that is, it's a problem. And Buffy somehow she doubles down on flower, which I think is like an insane take. Like she has flower on her chest, which is the size of Texas, and then she has an even larger flower in her hair. How can you double down on flower?
Maybe it wasn't her choice. Like maybe Anya was like, "This is how your hair has to look." She's also wearing green earrings, so like,
well, the earrings. And actually, hold up. Okay, so Tara and Willow have sleeves. Buffy does not have sleeve. Where's
Dawn.
Dawn? Oh, Dawn's dress matches Buffy's. And then
Okay.
what about Helfrich? Like, what does Helfrich?
I don't remember what she had.
Yeah, I'm searching. Trying to find some of the wedding snapshots of, I don't remember, but okay. Oh, she has sleeves too. Helfrich has sleeves. So
it's kind of, yeah, so Buffy and Dawn are the two without sleeves,
yeah,
and the rest have sleeves.
Yeah, so maybe like Anya was like very considerate. Like, oh, do you have like issues showing off your arms? If so, you can have sleeves.
So considerate, yeah.
Very considerate. But
these outfits were horrible. These outfits were terrible.
And I thought that the initial conversation between Buffy and Willow, like as soon as they're like, it's so ugly,
We all knew.
Like, yeah, I thought that was really funny. And then when Anya comes in and they have to like brace themselves of like, oh, like what is she going to say? There is like a slight possibility that she's going to say, oh, these are like really bad. But then as soon as Anya was like, you guys look so beautiful, I love how Willow and Buffy were like, yes, thank you, like you're so great at picking out dresses. I thought that was really funny as well, because they're just so terrible, and it's a trope, but it's also true because there's definitely like a billion times out there where you have to wear an ugly dress. Have you been a bridesmaid, Jess?
No, never.
You haven't. Yeah.
Thank God. I
Yeah.
never will be, probably.
It's honestly
at this point.
awful. It's so bad. It's like really.
It's just
really
let me
terrible.
spend money to look ugly. Like, great.
It's that like the whole process is so expensive because it's just like, you know, it's the engagement party, it's the bachelorette party, it's the bridal shower. It's the fact that even though you're doing a bridal shower and you just spent a bunch of money on a bachelorette party, you still have to chip in for a gift for the bridal shower. Then it's the actual wedding and you still have to get a wedding gift for them. And then on top of that, you have to typically pay for your, I mean, I think that there's some brides that have more money, either like comp the dress or like comp the hair or the makeup. Never experienced that. So I've had to pay for that stuff too. So it's like you're thousands of dollars in, once again, typically in your 20s. It's just so terrible. The whole process is just awful. But also, I remember the first time that I got asked to be a bridesmaid, it was the biggest honor in the world. I was like, oh my God, yes, this is amazing.
I have
Thank
been
you so
chosen.
much.
Yeah.
I have been chosen. I feel so great about it. And then once you live it, you're like, this is fucking hell. How did I get here? When you're trapped in a fucking group chat talking about what horrible favors you're going to give out, or how much money you're willing to spend for an Airbnb, who, like, what 2 or 3 girls are you willing to share a room with? Like, it is so horrible. Just if anybody's out there that is like, I want to be a bridesmaid so bad and I've never experienced it before, thank your lucky stars. And honestly, you're probably going to be in it eventually and you'll understand how terrible it is.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
all you fucking get is a robe that says bridesmaid on it. And then
Yep.
or some horrible whatever, and you could just shoot
Yeah.
yourself in the fucking face.
Wow.
Sorry.
All right.
It's terrible.
It's okay. Let the trauma out. Let's talk a little bit about, let's pivot and talk a little bit about Buffy and Spike, because I want to reserve all of my Xander hate for the end. I got to ramp up to it, you know. So Spike brings a goth girl as a date, as a very obvious way to try to get under Buffy's skin. I love the little conversation they have at the wedding, actually, where they both are kind of honest about, like, yeah, this sucks and it hurt. And Spike's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, that's why I did it. Like, I like that neither one of them was trying to pretend, you know, either way. And this felt very, this felt like a Dawson's Creek kind of teenage drama thing to do, you know?
Yeah, it was very transparent of Spike finding the most random, desperate girl that he could possibly find and bring to this wedding so that he can just make out with her in front of Buffy so that she could feel jealous. It was so transparent and everybody knew. And I do love how he didn't put much of a fight of like, yeah, like, no, I really like her, this nameless person. Like, we're so into each other and we have so much more in common than you and I love him. And I feel like she knew what her job was as well, of like, oh, it's my job to make you jealous, but also she's like, I'm also probably here for the free food at the wedding. And like, and like, so wait, Buffy asked him to leave and he actually left. Is that what happened?
No, it was more so he was like, I'm gonna leave, and she's like, no, you don't have to. And he was like, no, I'm gonna leave.
Oh, he was like, this is so pathetic that I really should go.
He basically is the one who's just like, yeah, like I should just go. And he does. I did, again, you know me, the thing I hate the most is the wishy-washiness. And so I did appreciate that she admits, like, yeah, it did suck. Like, and he's like, yeah, this does suck. Like, you look great. This sucks. Like, I think that's really nice. I don't know.
Who invited Xander to the wedding? Do you think that sorry, excuse me.
Spike.
Who did invite Xander to the wedding? Who invited Spike to the wedding? Do you think that Spike just showed up on his own?
No, I think Anya did. I think Anya is like, we're already inviting all these other people. Like, we should have Spike. He's a part of the group, because Xander doesn't like Spike. So I think it was Anya.
I kind of feel like he just showed up. I don't know.
Could have been. And they were just saying, who will notice, you know?
It was easy for him because it was a very rainy day. So he didn't have to worry about being burned alive in there.
Yeah.
And he just walked right in and he brought his random +1. And that was it. Yeah. I mean, the conversations were fine. Like, I feel as though they're just going to kind of play off each other until they hook up again, and it's just gonna be copy and paste. So I'm like so unfazed by all of it. Truly, I really am, because this is just, we're just taking another pit stop before we ramp up again. So who the fuck cares?
Yeah, it's very annoying. So then we get let's back up a little bit to what's going on with Xander and Anya. So basically, old man comes in. Old man says, I'm from the future. I'm Xander. I need to talk to you. You can't get married. Let me show you all these visions of what's going to happen if you get married. Literally a monkey would know that this isn't Xander from the future. I was not fooled for a second. Immediately, I was like, there's no way this is future Xander. Absolutely not. And the thing is, no critical thinking happened with Xander. None whatsoever. No, there was not a single question out of his mouth of prove it, right? What's my social security number? What was my favorite toy growing up? What was my first grade teacher's name? Not a single question was asked to this man to verify his identity. Show me your license.
I'm a monkey. I bought in. I was like, oh yeah, like he poofed. It looked like he like poofed with his umbrella. I was like, yeah, like this is Doctor Who-ish, sure. Like he just,
good God,
he just
Sarah.
appeared. I don't know. I was like, yeah, like maybe he's from the future. I was like, who the fuck knows? Like we haven't had time travel yet. It's possible. I didn't really think twice about it. I really didn't. I thought that like he really was going to see the future, and then he was.
But wouldn't you like? Let's pretend you're Xander, okay?
I'm stupid.
You wouldn't ask like, prove to me that you're me. You wouldn't ask any. You are way. You're not giving yourself enough credit here. You're way too curious of a person to not want to know information from your future self.
Now I feel like this is a good lesson that I learned. Like after seeing this episode, I feel like now I have the knowledge to question. I guess like he could have asked more questions. Like, how can you
anything? Ask a single question.
This guy would have been like, we don't have time for this. Like, I only have 3
Then he's lying. It's so obvious. Like, ask a single question. Instead, what happens is he gets these visions, basically, where it's his future with Anya, where
so fucked and depressing. The whole
yeah, they have 2 kids. Like, Anya has to work a bunch because Xander hurt himself fighting with for Buffy with Buffy. One of the kids is like a demon. The other one is not. And so I guess that means, and there's at some point the demon one was like, I know you're not my real dad.
It's so rude. Like her name was Sarah. Put some like respect on her name.
I didn't know either of their names.
Yeah, I don't know the boy's name, but obviously I know the girl's name was Sarah. And Sarah is a product of Anya cheating on Xander because after the injury, I guess, they stopped having sex, or maybe even before that, because there was like some like weird Buffy, like you still might have feelings for Buffy, or like you don't want to talk about Buffy. It was like, there's some weirdness in there. So like they stopped having sex, their relationship stopped being sexual, which is like one of the strengths between them is their like physical chemistry. So she cheated on Xander because once again, like even though she's an ex-demon, she was still a human. So I don't think she wouldn't have like produced like a child with like little funky demon ears. So but Xander doesn't question it. It seems like for many years because he loves his children, or like he thought that like he probably loved his children at first, until I think I would have liked it better if he got like hurt. Oh no, because we have to blame Buffy. But if he got hurt like on the construction job, I thought that that's what they were going with here. But no, he got hurt fighting with Buffy. So then Anya has to do like makeup parties, like the Avon lady, to make money, which is also unrealistic because she's a businesswoman with her own business, unless she got with a lot of people got like brought into the MLM game and was like, you can make instant money, and she's like, I like instant money. So that was like the first vision, and like he was stuck on the couch and drinking a beer, and he was very crotchety, and she was like very like businesswoman, like I gotta go do my business in my business suit, and like the little kids. And then in the next scene they were out to dinner, and the kids are now teenagers, and it just became like, you're not my real dad, like, you know, you don't understand me type of thing. And Anya's like, stop drinking, you're like, you're a terrible husband. And then it flashes forward again where they're older now, and basically she's like you are a waste of my life. Like, you wasted my life away. And he's like, well, you cheated on me. And she's just like, well, you didn't stop touching me. Like, all you were was like obsessed with Buffy. And after like the Buffy thing happened, so it's like either like, I think like in this scenario, like Buffy died and then like he got like very depressed and like became like not himself after that.
I think he also was drinking a lot, which
He
was
was
like
drinking,
another point of contention, and obviously pulls from his family history of alcoholism. And he like picks up a frying pan and is about to hit her with it. And these are
it
like,
snaps out.
yeah. So then he snaps back to reality. And the thing is like, what I'm interested in is when this man gave Xander the visions, does he have, I found it interesting that none of the visions were of like, besides Anya cheating, right? Like it was Xander doing bad stuff, Xander feeling like a schlub, Xander not working, Xander drinking, Xander holding the frying pan about to hit Anya. It wasn't Anya kills you. Like it wasn't like,
No,
you know what I
he
mean?
kills Anya in the last vision.
Right. So I want to know, is the old man able to like suss out Xander's insecurities and feed off of those, right? Like it seems like it. It seems like these are being
1000%.
pulled, or it's like, does he have a simple ability that's like, give this man terrible visions that are like pulling from his deepest insecurities about his relationship, you know?
I feel as though that this whole thing was very manifested and planned out. And I would imagine like he somehow had some sort of intel on Xander and knew Xander's family history somehow. Because it feels extremely targeted, and his insecurities are, I am terrified to become my father and my parents, or have the same marriage as my parents do. And that is exactly what these visions showed him. And they basically showed him as growing up to be who his father is. And that's what fucks Xander up, because
Right. Because
and
his
this
father is an alcoholic. He's like very rude publicly and I'm sure at home to his wife,
Mhm.
like
Yep.
basic hitting on other women and rating pub again, like all bad things,
Angry as
very
well,
angry and
violent.
like
We actually
bitter. Yeah.
we actually I think we do know that there's a history of some um physical violence or physical abuse as well
Yeah.
in the household. So it's just like every single thing that he hates in his father, these visions showed of himself. And I
Yeah.
think that I mean, I know you have a great relationship with your parents, but like maybe even more on a like superficial level of like, ooh, like I see this quality of my dad or my mom in me, and I don't like that. Like, I don't know. I know that I experienced that, and it brings me a lot of shame about how when I start to feel, I think like anger is like the main thing. Like my mom, and she, who sometimes listens to the podcast, can admit this to about herself. She's admitted it to me before, but she can be very quick to anger. And I've done a lot of work in my life to not be that person. So much so is that it's very hard for me to become angry, even if it's justified. Even because
Mm-hmm.
anger is not a bad quality to have. In fact, it's a very good emotion to show like injustice and something that you can stand up for. And whenever I feel anger, oh my god, my mom's calling me now.
Ah! She knows.
Stop listening to the podcast. She, even when like I get angry and it's justified and I have reason to be so, I feel a lot of shame. And it's
Mhm.
because I'm like, I don't want that quality in myself that I see in my mother. And I can very much relate to Xander in this aspect of like, oh fuck, like I am seeing myself in my father, and I do not like that. I don't like that at all, and I
Yeah.
can't be that person. And I think that
Yeah.
that's why he buys into it so easily, because I think that those insecurities that he can become his father are there and have been there. And when it was shown and displayed to him like that, then it's I think like he was very quick to believe it because he already felt like those things are still within himself.
Yeah, and so he like immediately buys into this. He takes off. They're having to delay the wedding. Meanwhile, Anya has been like practicing her vows over and over and over again. It just like breaks my heart even more because all of her vows are about how like Xander is my best friend. Like, you know, I love him so much, blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, there's a huge fight that like breaks out because again there's like the demons side, like Anya's side versus Xander's side. They basically get into a big fight because again Mr. Harris is being a fucking dick. And yeah, then again, Xander tells no one. He just like leaves, which also I was like, fucking confide in literally anyone. All your friends know magic exists. Like maybe have a conversation with a single one of them about how you're feeling before you fucking just take off without saying anything. Anya finds out that he's not here. He finally comes back in the midst of all of the fighting when we find out that surprise, surprise, future Xander is actually just a fucking demon who Anya, like, basically Anya did her vengeance on him once upon a time, ruined his life, so he's come back to ruin hers. And all the visions were fake. They're not real. But Xander, even upon hearing all of this and you know, Anya's like, okay, let's go get married. He doesn't even take her to the side. He doesn't even take her into a different fucking room.
Well, it's okay.
No.
So then there's things that I can be very like empathetic about with Xander. Like I really can. Like I can really, really empathize with him about the family situation. How he handled this is really god awful and revolting and embarrassing and unforgivable. So you're right. Like he doesn't take her to the side or separate her out, or I mean, I don't know what he could have done that would not
take her into a different room.
take like that, but it's still going to result in humiliation.
Oh, sure. I don't know. Maybe don't fucking propose in the first place. Like, first of all, he's the one who fucking proposed. Like, just the shit Anya has gone through of, okay, Xander proposes in the middle of an apocalyptic event. She says, are you sure this isn't just because of the apocalypse? He says, no, let's get married. She gets excited. She starts planning. Buffy dies. Everyone is sad. Xander doesn't want to tell anyone they're going to get married. She's getting very frustrated. She wants to plan. She feels like he's not excited. He finally fucking relents and agrees to tell everyone. Then she really starts planning in earnest and is going all out. Like literally it's her entire fucking storyline for this season is planning this fucking wedding. Everything's going smoothly, kind of, not really. We have all family coming in. We have all of this drama happening. And still, we're moving forward with the wedding. And then you fucking disappear day of, only to show back up, basically be like, okay, I know those visions were fake, but the grinding of my gears on the phrase of, I don't want to hurt you. What do you think you're doing right now? Like literally, what do you think you're absolutely doing right fucking now? Like, you're hurting her. You're embarrassing her in front of your family, in front of her family, in front of both of your friends. You're embarrassing her in front of the entire like wedding party. Like you could have pulled her to the side and had this conversation. And I really hate it's not you, it's me. Like that's exactly what he fucking pulled. And it's bullshit because you know what, Xander? If you had, and again, he has family issues. We all can see that. We all can agree with that. Those didn't not exist a few months ago. They've always existed.
Well,
so either
so as much. He said it's something that I have been feeling, but like I wasn't able to land on it until like I kind of saw it in person or something like that. He was like, it basically like me seeing these visions reinforced what I was already feeling. And it's just like,
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's like, oh, I don't want to get married unless it's forever and I don't want to hurt you and then end up divorced. And it's like, then don't fucking propose, dude.
That's what my ex said to me essentially for many years. Like, I want to wait until I know for sure that it's going to like work out. And like, that's why he wasn't proposing, but then he like wasted me like so much time. But also,
that's exactly what it is. It's like you've wasted time and money and like love and energy. And it's so frustrating.
Because nothing's guaranteed, right?
No.
Like, even if like you, I mean, there's no shame in divorce. I know that for many years there it was shame in divorce, but everybody goes into marriage with the best of intentions, and sometimes like love is not enough and the road gets tough and then like it ends like it, and it's horrible and it's terrible. But like what Xander's missing is like, okay, like even if these visions were true, you still had two children out of this that you could love. You still had a life together that you could appreciate. Like there's good that comes out of it. It's there's lessons to be learned. Like you can't guarantee forever. You can't promise forever.
No,
But
you never know what's going to happen. It's the fact that this isn't new. Like none of this is new.
not,
You knew all of
he
this.
wasted her time because
Yes.
he knew he had these doubts, obviously, because he was pushing it off. He wasn't articulating it, which is not fair to her, and it's not fair to himself. And then the he makes this decision. Of course, like the visions thing happened. I don't know if this would have happened if they eloped and like didn't have all this family stuff, or like the visions guy didn't come, like the demon didn't come. Like I don't know if it would have happened, but he was still feeling it. So then you're entering this marriage of like, I promise to be your person and your partner, in a lie. And that's how a lot of these marriages in this world fail, is that you're coming into it not like, I've heard so many stories of like, oh, there's people that literally on their wedding day are like, well, yeah, the likelihood of me getting divorced is like, high. Like, why would you go down that road? And I think it's like,
Yeah.
especially, and I think like this is just once again something that you fall into in your 20s, that like world expectations, like I've been dating this person for 2 years. This is the natural next step. Like I feel as though it's just it's terrible because like I feel like instead of take I don't know, but then I've been on the other side where I'm like taking too much time. It's so hard. It's so hard. I just feel like these two, I mean, like they did rush into it. I don't know why they had to get married within like a month or two. I don't understand, but also like why you shouldn't have proposed in the first place. Like you
That's
shouldn't
the
have.
thing.
I
Don't
think it was
propose unless you're ready to get fucking married, you idiot. Like
even
it's just so
yeah,
frustrating. It's so frustrating to
yeah.
watch him hurt Anya in this way, in such a public way, in a way in which I also think about the fact that she's so isolated, right? Like we even see in the very last scene,
Oh,
Buffy, Willow, and Dawn having a conversation about what happened, and they're like, "Oh, we feel like we should be mad at Xander, but like we're also worried about him, and we feel awful for Anya." And it's like, "Yeah, who the fuck is with Anya right now?"
well, nobody. I mean, except for that, like,
To
vengeance
Hoffren.
demon. Yeah, I mean, this is like another tough thing because, like, we see like this core group of Willow and Buffy, and Dawn gets thrown in there because even though she's fake, she's a core Scooby, which I don't even know how she lucked herself into. They've already isolated Tara, who like I feel bad for Tara also because like she gets let in like just enough so that Willow can flirt with her at the wedding all day, but then not enough that she gets to do the like hanging out at Buffy's house and doing the like recap of the day. She's already been ostracized from the friend group. Now Anya's going to be ostracized from the friend group because the core people are Xander, Willow, and Buffy, and these like side bitches that are part of the relationships. Like Anya's not going to be, she's going to be like Tara. She's going to be like kicked
Yep.
out of the group.
Maybe her and
And
Tara can hang out and do a spinoff.
I would watch that show. I would.
Yeah.
So she's losing her friend group. I mean, she still owns the magic shop, but
Hence why she ends up with De Hoffren, who's like, "Hey, you want to be a vengeance demon again?"
I love how he's like, Anya, my dear, like you have been domesticated. Like you used to be the baddest bitch in all the land. Don't you remember that? You fell in love with this goober, and now you are like absolutely fucked. Don't you want to have this power again? Don't I think it's time for you to do what you're best at. And that fucking look that Anya gave at the end will haunt me in my dreams for the rest of she's on
So
the
good.
floor still in her dress, she's crying, and like there's little makeup, and she like looks at him from above, and just like the look of it's devastation, it's
Mhm.
anger, it's like I want to fuck shit up, it's like confusion, because she's like, well, I'm like a human now, and I don't do that anymore. There is so many emotions that are displayed on Anya's face in this moment. Emma Caulfield did a gorgeous job with her acting in this one look that is just
Mhm.
devastatingly beautiful. I took a screenshot of it, and I'm just like, I mean, it's so powerful, and it says so much of like, yeah, like how can she say no to this? Like how can she say no to this offer? Like she did the demon thing for many, 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 many years and did it well, and she got to experience human love, and she realized that, oh, all these women all this time had it right. I thought that there was hope. And this is like what makes me so sad, because like she thought Xander was her world from literally season
Mhm.
3 onward, I think it was. She was so dedicated to him. She was so loyal to him. She cared so much about him. He was her world. She would have done anything from this man, anything. And the fact that he took advantage of that and crushed her and like crushed her spirit. And she was like,
Yep.
and it was the first time in probably her entire thousands years existence where she was like, no, love is real, and I'm happy to experience that love, and it's everything that I thought like the fairy tales would be, and it's gorgeous. And like her vows were like, yeah, there was like some funny parts, but like the overall like, be gentle with my heart. Like, I promise I'll be gentle with yours. Like, I promise to be committed to you. I promise to be loyal to you. And she would have. She would have went to the end of the world for this man who did not deserve her. And she would have done anything. She would have taken the fucking scraps and the crumbs on the ground of love that he gave her, because that's how much she loved him. And he slapped her in the fucking face and spit in her mouth. Like, absolutely. I know it's revolting, Jess, because it is, because the behavior is revolting. It is. So then I'm on her side. Become a vengeance demon and ruin his life. Like, let's
Please.
go. Let's go. Because the alternative is that they're going to write her out of the show, which they're probably going to do by the end of the season, which is also bullshit. And we're
Yeah.
not going to have her anymore. And like it's good, and that's going to be terrible too. And then we're going to be left with Xander, who we barely tolerate. And but he's one of the 3 stars of the show. So whatever. So, and that's what pisses me off the most. I wasn't very mad, but now that I think about it, oh well, now I feel the shame for the anger. No, I'm just joking. I wasn't very mad, but like I like totally can relate to like putting a man on a pedestal and getting fucking scraps back, and that makes me sad for Anya. And on top of that, even though if Xander was my friend, I feel as though I would be like, Xander, you're a fucking fuckface and an asshole. How dare you do this to her? I'm not going to take your side. Like, yeah, I'll be like a support for you because we are friends, but you treated her dirty, and I certainly won't. And I know fucking Buffy and Willow will, because they're just so shitty. I would certainly not isolate Anya out and push her out of the friend group. Like,
Mhm.
Anya should have been there with them. Like, they should have like rallied together as the girls. And like, even if Xander was my friend, I don't think there's any shame of being like, Xander is a fucking asshat tool and fuck him. Let's like burn his pictures and like talk shit about him all night. I don't think that that's that bad to do for someone who is your friend,
No.
even if like Xander's an older friend. But they're not going to do that because Buffy and Willow and Xander are like so annoying. The group of the 3 of them, their loyalty to each other and not to like call each other out for their bullshit is so fucking toxic.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think if we look at it this way of, does Anya end up with D'Hoffryn getting an offer of being a vengeance demon if Willow and Buffy and Dawn and Tara, whatever, are all there for her? Probably not. Like if they support her and they're like, we'll grieve with her, we'll like hug her and make her feel better, she maybe doesn't end up in D'Hoffryn's little lair getting an offer to be a vengeance demon. But you know what? At the very least, I'm very thankful that I fucking hope she goes down this path. All I want is for her to get revenge on Xander for being a fucking asshole to her. Like truly, again, I'm not trying to say get married when you're not ready, but to have conversations prior to the wedding. If you're feeling anxious about it, talk to Buffy, talk to Willow, talk to anybody about this. Instead, he doesn't talk to a single soul and drops this on her day of the wedding in front of everybody. Like, it really is the fucking worst thing he possibly could have done. And I really can't wait to see what the fuck kind of vengeance she takes on him. We did get a question from a friend of the podcast, Tom Palmer. What will Anya's vengeance against Xander be? And
hopefully death.
I hope she, I don't know, rips his dick off, like does something so mean to him that he pays. Like, I mean, he's already living in a shitty apartment now, so good for that. But like, she's got to do something really terrible to him to make him pay. Like, I don't know, put spiders in his toothpaste. I don't know. There's something she could do, something that is really, really, really awful. And I'll be cheering. I'll be cheering for her.
I'm definitely like rooting for her and whatever she comes up with. He already has the syphilis, so
yeah, right. Yes, the syphilis. Yes, I forgot about the syphilis.
I think that she's gonna put a curse on him that he's never going to find love ever again.
Ooh, I love that. Do it. So that, yeah. I mean, I'm glad you've come to the side of fuck Xander and his fucking stupid ass face.
I feel bad for him though. Like I really do. Like
I don't.
No, I do. I think like seeing him like a vision of like what you're most afraid of, who you could become, is very sobering. I just think that, and I can't come up with a solution in that moment that would have been better. Even if he took, I mean, yes, like taking her to the side and not the back of the chapel would have been better, but it still would have resulted in the same humiliation. So I don't really think that made much of a dent in all of it. So I just think
it's just he made every wrong decision every step of the way. So the thing is, it's not just that he didn't take her into a different room to end things. It's that he did all this other fucking shit leading up to it, only to then not take her into a separate room and have this conversation.
Because also like running away and like delaying the wedding, that's humiliating. Having to put your friends in a position of lying for you, that's humiliating. Like all of the above. Like I feel as though what he could have done is gone directly to Anya and been like, this is the experience that I had, and then I'm terrified. This is why. Anya could say, but it was like, it's fake, it's not real. And he's like, but it doesn't matter because I still feel like those things could be within me. And like, he'd be like, I love you, like, until the end of the world. I'm just not ready. Like, is there any way we can figure this out together so that she's part of the conversation, so that she's not there waiting for 2 hours wondering why her officiant is like giving birth to a rando?
That was ridiculous. Buffy, lie better.
Lie better. Yeah.
Please lie better. Anyway.
Maybe if they were able to try to figure out a solution together, that would have been better, but it still would have.
They're just so young, and it's
it still would have hurt Anya. It still would have.
Yeah, still definitely would have hurt her. Fuck Xander in conclusion. I'm forever mad at him. As to the question of do I hate him or Willow more, I don't know. Porque no los dos. I hate them both now.
Mm-hmm.
So fun stuff for me. Do we want to do a brief Cordy's Corner on Sleep Tight, season 3, episode 16?
Talking about like fuck a show, fuck this show. I hate this show. I really do. I think it's a waste of my breath and my time. And I think that it's really god awful. Like
I just don't care is the thing. Like I should care when a baby is getting like kidnapped and shit, right? Like I probably should care.
was boring. I was saying it was boring, and then Wesley gets stabbed in the throat. And I'm like, yeah, he got stabbed,
He's not dead.
but he's obviously not gonna die, and it's still really boring, and it's still
And it's again, it's the same issue of like Xander, like Wesley, say something, bitch. Talk to anyone else about the prophecy. Literally talk to literally anyone. No, instead you're stealing a baby. You're stealing a baby. I will say so obviously I'm struggling without Cordy around. I like Fred. Fred's fine. Love Lorne. I do really love Lorne. I think I both love his ability, like his like people sing and he can like read their intentions in it. And I think the comedy he has is also like he has like very good timing with his comedy. But overall, this is just not working for me. Like basically, all these people are trying to steal a baby. We have like crazy man who Angel killed his family and he's going to steal the baby, name it Franklin, and live out their life in Utah as Mormons together. We have like lawyer lady.
Steven. I think Steven.
Sorry,
Franklin,
Steven.
Which I remember because I think that I guessed one of my baby name guesses was Steve.
Wow. Okay, so you kind of won then. Look at you. Look at you. Nailed it.
I hate all the villains too. I hate Wolfram and Hart. I hate that
Yes.
guy. I hate the other pimply guy. Like I hate them all.
They're all
And I
terrible.
don't give a fucking shit. And Wolfram and Hart has been like
Yeah.
our villain since season 1.
Forever.
I don't care. I don't care about any of these people.
No, I don't either.
I really don't care. I don't like maybe if the entire time if the show was a sitcom and there was no enemies, then maybe I would tolerate the show better. But I hate Wesley. He's being so annoying this season. He's like sulking and grumpy.
He's
and
just sad sack with like 5 o'clock shadow. Like stop.
It's baby stealing. Like I don't like I miss Cordy, but like I don't even because like who the fuck cares? Because the whole time when she's there, she's just gonna be like thirsting over Angel, which I don't care about. I wish that Fred and I guess Gunn could come too because I really still like the Gunn and Fred relation. I wish Fred would go to Buffy because Buffy could use Fred in
That's true.
everything. Because Fred,
Yeah, she is a smarty farty. Yeah,
the only one that's not a fucking idiot. She's very helpful. She does like her science shit. She's like really endearing. She's really funny. It's the only character that I think I like out of all of them, including Cordelia. I'm over Cordelia.
that's fair. I'd say the only other like redeeming aspect at the moment for me is I do think there is something like charming / silly about Angel the dad. Like I do think there are moments like flashes in the pan where I'm like, oh, this is funny, this is silly, this is cute. But overall it's just like whatever to me. Like the fact that I just don't care about Connor, like that it's just like now we have everyone who needs this baby and like I was laughing when it turns out that Angel is consuming his own son's blood because they spiked his pig's blood with it. And it's like making him ragey. And then he has to chase after these fuckers. And then the fucking idiot that's working with the lawyer lady is like, I'm going to make a portal. And this guy jumps into the portal with the baby. And it's like, what?
Yeah, one of the enemies was like, I'm either going to have to kill you all or including the baby, or I'm going to have to steal the baby. And then
basically it's the same thing that was happening on Buffy where like he's going to open the portal wide enough that it's going to like eat the world.
I don't care. It's like, why are we reheating Buffy nachos? I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, baby Connor's cute, but like then he jumped into he's in the hole. So like now we're going to have to like work and try to
save him.
Baby Connor. Like I don't really care because like,
this is probably what's going to bring Cordy back too. Is
what's even the end game here? Like we get baby Connor back, and then like we're just gonna have to deal with like trying to keep a newborn safe for like 6 more seasons.
That's the question I have. Right? It's like, is that what we're doing now? Because it's like, again, fucking Wesley told nobody like the father will kill the son is the prophecy. So like, we're still not done with that.
It's gonna eventually just be like Angel be like, I love my son so much, but I'm not the person that like can rightfully care for him. Like he deserves a normal life. And like that's what's going to end up happening. And I'm just like, well, this show is so bad, guys. Like seriously, it is such a bad show. I don't understand why so many people love it. Like, are you fucking people okay? Like, have you ever watched anything of value ever in your life? Like, why do you think that this is a good show? This show absolutely blows. It really does. I had to turn on fucking Parenthood as a palate cleanser for me to actually watch a show of worth and value.
Wow.
Yes.
I will say there are times when I enjoy it. I would just say the vast majority of the time I'm apathetic, with spikes of enjoyment and then great moments of like, this is annoying and dumb and I hate it.
I hate this show.
It's whatever.
I hate
You
it.
don't need to watch it. I think I'm relieving you of your duties. Here's the thing. This is the last pre-recorded podcast we're doing before Sarah goes on maternity leave anyway. So we're going to have some time off, but I think in that time off, I'm going to attempt to do a rewatch of Buffy to kind of solidify some of my feelings on some of the earlier seasons that I've long since forgotten because it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, Angel is for some people and it's not for others. And I think that's just life, that's just how life works. Are you ready to hear about next times? I'm not going to say next, although for everyone else, it's next week, but for us, it's a hot ass minute.
Yeah.
Season 6, episode 17, Normal Again. Okay. And Angel is season 3, episode 17, Forgiving. Angel has the worst episode names. Like, seriously, Forgiving.
This show fucking blows. Why? Why does this show even exist? Who is this for? Boring people? Is it for boring people? Because in the comparison to Buffy's such a good show. Why would you go to Angel and live in loser land? I just don't understand. Oh, but season 5 is so fucking good. Okay, that's in 2 seasons. It's so far away. It's so far away.
Yeah. So
tell me if I can skip all of season 4 and revisit season. Tell me if anything of worth happens in the next season and a half, and I can just come back at season 5 if it's so good. The character development.
It's the best.
The character development is unmatched. It's like, okay. God. All right. I see nobody developing at all. In fact, I've seen Cordelia regress a fuck a lot.
There you go.
That's what I've seen. I've seen Wesley suck even more. How is that character progression? That's character regression. Maybe you just don't know the difference between progression and regression. Okay, I gotta calm down.
So that's for next week for everyone else. We're going to be off for a while, though. A little peek behind the curtain. It's currently the end of March, and you're listening to this in beginning of May, mid-May. So that's how long it's been since we recorded.
Yeah, it's baby time. So
it's baby time.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say to the people, Sarah?
Hopefully I don't get stabbed in a rainstorm and evaporate.
Yes, hopefully your baby isn't just laying naked, totally clean, out in the rain.
No, I have nothing to say.
So
I mean, I need to find some peace and some comfort because I feel aggy. I feel as though when I took my blood pressure earlier, because I have to do that a lot now as monitoring, it was a nice little 124/77. I feel like if I took it now, we're going to be in the freaking 130s/90s. I'm going to be stressed, depressed. And that is why I need a break from
There you
Buffy
go.
the Vampire Slayer and Angel.
There you go. So Sarah's going to take her much needed break, but there's no break for you all because we'll be back next week in your ears with more Buffy, and I'll watch Angel, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway,
I said Jess, I think it's time to quit.
I may still watch it. We'll see. I never watched them twice, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, until next time, everyone, here endeth the lesson.
Just ask. Shit 90 shows taught me.
Shit 90 Shows Taught Me was not filmed before a live studio audience.